Hello, everyone, and welcome to Influential Leadership Tips. My name's Dave Miller.
And I'm John Hadley. And Dave, I was just reading an interview with Jason Fried, the chief executive of Basecamp, and he made a statement that I really liked, and it resonates with some of the messages we've given before, but I think it's really powerful. He said, "I found that leadership is infectious in both a positive and a negative way. So if I'm worrying, other people begin to worry. And if I'm confident, people tend to be more confident. Whatever you are bleeds into others." So I was thinking about that and thinking back to some of the leaders I've had in the past. And think back to Jack, who was a great leader in my book. And during the couple of years I was working for him, he was always focused on the future. There were problems would happen. But it was always let's figure out what we're going to do. And he set a goal, an audacious goal of catching up to the leader in the market in the next 5 years. And it was just a really exciting place to work. We all were really focused on a mission. We were really positive. Yeah, there are challenges, but it was exciting. And it was exciting working for someone who acted that way, who was always challenging you to move forward.
Yeah, those people can be great to work with. They inspire you, and they kind of get you to push for more out of yourself, don't they?
Yes. And a lot of times I think we send signals, we don't even realize we're sending signals. So, if you tend to be someone who, I'm always talking about the problems that we're facing. Okay, I am focusing on problems all the time. There's a way to focus on them to be positive and solution oriented. But I may be inadvertently just basically emphasizing the problems all the time.
Yeah, or maybe if you're critical of other people in other departments,
Mm-hmm.
and the people that work for you will also do that too. So it's kind of like whatever you model might be repeated
Yes.
by others.
Yeah, and another person who I respect a lot, done a lot of consulting work for this one group. And part of what I realized I liked about the group was that it was like a family. It was like we're all in it together. There was this vibe from the leader that, we know we're going to encounter problems, but when we encounter a problem, we're not going to point fingers. You bring up the issue. If you made a mistake, you made a mistake, but let's figure out how to fix it. And there was always this atmosphere that we're all in it together. We're always, at the end of the day, we're always a work family. And we did a lot of project team dinners and things like that, kept us connected. And I always appreciated that. It was just a great way to operate.
Versus being in a culture where people blame one another.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other side of the coin, and it's like, I think John Maxwell said this, that everything rises and falls on leadership. So
Yes.
You set the tone for the culture in your group or your area or the people you influence.
Yeah, and so many cultures are very focused on when something went wrong, first we got to figure out who's to blame or what's to blame, instead of looking at it as more of a, well, okay, a problem happened. Let's see what we can learn from this and move forward.
Right.
I used to work with a guy, he was, my counterpart is, he was the head of the IT operation, and I was the head of the actuarial group. We were really good friends, and he was like a mentor to me. And one of the things he liked to do was he'd go into meetings when there was a problem. He'd say, okay, let's all just agree that I'm the problem. Well, I did it. Now let's move forward.
Yeah, what do you think his strategy was there?
Diffuse it. Get past the blaming. Let be the lightning rod so that we can move on from there.
Yeah. So it sounds like with this tip, it's an opportunity for people to reflect,
Mm-hmm.
take inventory on what signals they may be sending. And the good news about this is that if you are sending signals that aren't so positive, the infectiousness works both ways, and you can turn that around and change it.
Yes. So yeah, that would be the homework I would give everyone, is to do that inventory in the next 2 weeks. Sit down and really try to identify what is my style, what are the things I'm sending, what are the signals that I'm presenting to people. Be really aware and conscious of what it is you are modeling, and then see what might I want to change about this.
Yeah, that's a great tip, John.
So that's all I wanted to share today, and look forward to talking to you all next week.
And until then, be influential.